Michigan Fan TV. I'm here with Scott. He's repping the jersey, national championship jersey, rematch of the game 2 years ago. We're gonna put a pin on that just for a second. Tough loss last week at Southern California, 4-2 on the year. So we're starting the second half of the year today. Are you more in the hitting the panic button, I'm kind of nervous, or we have so much to play for, we can still make a run and make the season special?
The latter. I think that obviously the 12 team playoff has a big part in that. You know, if this was my school days, you know, season's over. You know, you lose, you tie a game in the old days, and the season was over. But so I think that in USC, you know, some of the losses we had might turn out to be looked at highly. You know, the teams that we've lost to. So I think that we can start today, and if we can run the table, we've always that game at the end of the year, Ohio State, which we've got a pretty good run going there. Even last year, I thought we had no chance to beat that. So I think I'm always optimistic.
Well, I think it's good to be optimistic. You know, I think people are on different sides of the fence based on like what their perceptions were. Because in both games we lost on the road, tough environments, but it just looked like we were just struggling so much. But do you think we can like generate some consistent offense the second half of the year with our young quarterback?
Well, I think Underwood. I mean, you have to have some growing pains. I think it's got to be a realism. You got a true freshman that's coming in there, and you can see the skills. You feel like they haven't taken the training wheels off, type of thing. So I think going into it, we're kind of feeling like there's so much positive that he's gonna do it. Kind of back in my day when Elvis Grbac came in the second half of the first game, and then went the next 4 years. You feel like you had to cut some slack for Underwood's got all the tools, and he's got the running, so there's some excitement there. I think it'd be unrealistic to say he's going to come in as a true freshman and they're going to run the whole table. So I think that's where there's maybe some positivity there.
That's a good take. And the Elvis Grbac is a great example of that, and he had a great career playing in the NFL for a long time as well.
With the Chiefs, and we put a pin in it.
No, we're going to go jump right into it. I got to ask.
Take the pin out. So this for 30 whatever years, I had the 1992 Elvis Grbac jersey that was I would wear to every game. It was getting so tattered. So finally, I was actually in Houston and was able to go to the championship game, and I had to get the Blake Corum. The irony that this is the first time breaking out this jersey, and that we're playing Washington of all teams, is hopefully this lasts another maybe not 30 years. Hopefully we can do something more. But I'm glad to at least rep it today.
It's so odd that we just played 2 years ago in the national championship versus this team, and we played them twice since, just with this conference realignment and everything like that.
Yeah,
it's just hard to get my head around it.
And actually those teams have come in, USC, maybe not UCLA this year, but with the name, but Oregon obviously, and they've actually brought quite a bit to the conference. It wasn't like a couple of schleppy teams, coming in. So it's really made the conference big time. And the only thing is that there's so many teams that used to be like, oh, we'll play Michigan and play Ohio State, and you don't even know who you're playing. All of a sudden, it's a big deal. The schedule is now a big deal, like who you happen to get on your schedule. Daughter goes to Indiana, and she's on top of the world now. They beat Oregon, and then they're not even playing Michigan or Ohio State this year. So it's kind of an awkward thing there, but it's nice having those teams in.
And also, you don't even know year to year with the transfer portal. You look at Indiana; they reinvented their program literally in 1 year.
Overnight. Well, I give Grace the credit. They're 17-2 since she's a sophomore, and doing sports media and everything. But the transfer portal, you really can fill the gaps pretty quickly. And what do you need? And all of a sudden, there you have it. But it's really changed quite a bit. I don't know what it's gonna. They've really stepped the bar up to now. Now does every coach that said, "Oh, I need a couple of years," think, "Why do I need a couple of years?" These guys were 4 wins for 30 years. They averaged 4 wins, and all of a sudden they're on the verge of the cusp of 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, like Cignetti is going to make a lot of people look bad if they come into some of these big like Penn State, for example, fired Franklin. They're going to expect all these coaches to come in and wield magic right away. So, all right, rematch of the championship 2 years ago. Scott, what's your prediction for today's game?
27-21, Michigan on top.
I love it. Hey, I love your knowledge, man. I love that jersey. I hope it brings some good luck to us today.
Thank you.
All right, and go blue.
Go blue, Chuck.